the podcast, ready to explore movies they've never seen, diving to the core. I'll watch it later, let's press play together. Talking films we missed in stormy or sunny weather. So grab your popcorn, let's dive into the fray. I'll watch it later, the movies come our way.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to I'll Watch It Later podcast, the podcast where we lie about the movies we've seen to impress our friends. As always, I am Aaron, joined by my silent but deadly co-host, Jordan.
What's that supposed to mean?
You don't talk to me no more in the chat.
I wasn't feeling good yesterday. I'm sorry, my day is not hanging out with you.
Hey, I talked to Eric all day last night about wrestling.
Last night.
Yeah, but
Last night.
not me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to talk about wrestling?
Let's talk about it.
Not at all.
You want to talk about wrestling?
Not even a little bit. I don't know.
Who's your
anything
favorite
about-
wrestler?
I don't like wrestling.
Oh, yeah, you didn't discover it till today, and then music until yesterday. So, hey, whatever.
I don't like wrestling. I never have. It's not my
And
thing.
our producer and co-host, Scott. How are you doing,
Yes,
Scott?
it's getting
What up,
there.
brother?
He's still in pain. All right, so we're continuing on with Viewer Discretion Advised week. Do we have a winner from?
We do.
All right, we'll get to that at the end of the show. As always, go to iTunes, give us a like, give us a.
Oh, my God, it's so loud.
You're so stupid. Go to iTunes, give us a like, a follow that. Oh, no, well, clearly follow us on iTunes, and go to all over to
You know what? Don't do anything.
Instagram.
You know what? Stop even listening.
Yeah.
Oh, please
Yeah,
don't.
be lazy. We approve.
Watch It Later pod on Instagram, and then all the, I don't know, Twitch, I guess, Jinx Ronan.
For now.
It's we for some reason.
Don't
can't
forget
get
to
it
follow
the
me on
door.
social media.
Yeah, at Scott's Dead.
At just, I don't know,
Instagram.
search something. I'll be there.
Scott Leamy. So,
Sleemy.
anyways, all right. So it's been a week. I got stuff to talk about. I don't think you guys have watched anything, but we'll see.
I love.
What foreshadowing?
I'm just saying.
Love.
I'm just saying because usually we kind of discuss it a little bit. What?
Yeah, but again, I don't talk to you. Who
Well,
cares?
that's true.
Man, you're so needy.
Not
One
needy.
day.
It's not it's
One
been
day.
Almost the
One
entire
day.
week. I've been working all week.
We just, got,
Well, then that's your fault.
just have to stay celibate for the show. We just have to hold it in,
I went
And
to
then
Dallas.
give it all back.
Yeah. You were gone. Then you went to baseball.
I did go
Finally, that Make-A-Wish
alone.
finally came through.
Right. Yeah.
Finally gets to go see the Diamondbacks.
Fucking wheeled them out onto the field. They're like, "Would you like to meet your favorite player?"
Name 5.
He's like,
It's like I can't do it.
"I know Corbin Carroll."
I know more than that. I know that they lose.
Is Luis
a lot.
Gonzalez here?
That's what I know. That they fucking lose is what it's going on.
I'm just glad that you're a Diamondbacks fan now because
Not a
the
Cubs.
Cubs
It's gonna ruin
Cubs
him.
are rolling over the Dodgers.
I know. I'm both. I watch both.
Nope,
things.
you're a Diamondbacks
Nope,
fan.
you got to pick one.
Got to pick one or
I'm
the
just
other.
more invested in Diamondbacks. I get upset when they lose.
You're at the
so.
fork in the road
Remember
right now.
what he said? He was like, what was it, a Braves fan? Or
I am a
something?
Braves fan, which is funny because they won last night. I was originally a Braves fan. I've decided that I'm going to hitch my wagon to the Diamondbacks, but I know all the Braves, so it's like,
Sacagawea,
yeah.
Geronimo.
Oh, is that racist? I don't know.
Supposedly now it is.
Oh, of
Well,
course,
if you
of
do
course,
it, yes.
yeah. And then I
Pale
also
face.
like watching the Cubs. So I watch the Cubs, I watch the Diamondbacks, and I watch the Braves. Except when they're playing each other, I root for the Diamondbacks, even though I like the Braves. So I'm not mad that the Braves swept the Diamondbacks. I'm just sad because I want the Diamondbacks to win.
So, weak movie bringer and commenter in the chat, Heather Hartwell, fuck the Braves. Live.
Who
Live.
cares? What is she, an Orioles fan or something? I don't know. Who cares?
The whole team was on that bridge.
She go thank you more on Music League about something she doesn't even know what she's talking about. So shit pissed me off. Or send me the fucking crazy like text when I'm like, hey, when Scott's sitting next to me and like I casually say, hey, you didn't invite Scott to the league, and she's like, why are you freaking out? And I'm like, no, Heather, you're freaking out.
It's funny. He goes,
fight.
He goes, are you in the new league? Figuring on that he would see my name in there, and I was like, didn't know there was a new league.
Oh, you fan the Flames.
Yeah.
You
I
did
go. Apparently, I'm out of the circle of trust now
Oh,
because
so
I
you-
didn't get invited.
You did the bit where you do something just to set him off and see how far you can take it before he gets either
me?
onto it or you have to tell him that it's a bit.
No, he wasn't invited. I had to get him invited. So I sent Heather
how easy it
a
is?
quick text, and I said,
Dude, it's so easy.
hey, why isn't Scott in the league? It was totally nothing, a total nothing thing.
Yeah.
Nothing burger, as they say. And she's like, "Why are you freaking out? What do you mean? We're not friends." I'm like, Heather, what the fuck are you talking about?
I love texting people.
I'm
Texts are stupid.
I'm just saying. Why is Scott in the league? Because he's in all the leagues and he's the reigning champion. So
That's why.
Reigning champion.
of at least one league. No, didn't Tom? I don't know. Somebody beat you
I'm winning this current league for now.
for now because I was winning and then now you're winning.
But it's the punctuality league, which means, of course, Eric is the last to pick its song.
Eric's like,
Even though I
will
reminded
chime
him
in
twice.
to make a comment.
I did tell, I
but
say it
not
was
pick my song.
Right?
only in a
I'm
tip.
so mad at him for that.
But I love Heather, so don't get all mad and stop watching us or whatever. Or do, I don't care. So anyways, let's see what's going on this week. I went to Dallas, Texas to pick up some pickles. I didn't get the right pickles,
What?
so I got to go back.
Could you imagine going to the store, grabbing the wrong thing, and then you were told the wrong thing, and your wrong thing is 3 states away?
Yeah, so I flew out to Dallas. It was actually super uneventful. I don't have any crazy, so I didn't steal a backpack. The only thing I can tell you is that I went to H-E-B and I picked up sour pickles because that's what was requested. Everybody ate them, and they were all like, "They're gross." But I like them. They taste like the pickles you get from the ice cream man. But
If they'd been sitting out
no,
for
they're
6 days
they're fine.
in fucking antifreeze.
Is this the same company that makes that beer?
That you hate, yes.
I hate that beer. That was so gross.
The pickles taste like the beer does.
Oh,
It's just nothing but fucking brine salt.
It's
Oh,
good. Everybody likes them but
it's
y'all. So
horrible.
I posted it in the pickle group.
R.I.P. Brian.
His fucking wife killed him. Anyways, so I brought home the sour pickles, but Kim didn't like them, so now I got to go back and get dill pickles, which not tomorrow, but next Monday I will be going.
Were
back.
they bought for a specific reason?
Well, she's gonna
or
make potato salad. with them.
gotcha.
So
You know they sell pickles at Safeway right down the street, right?
these-
Correct.
but this, it's
Like-
whatever. We like these pickles.
I understand.
I know you think that it's like some like.
He just got on his fucking
Exis-
his private jet with fucking Dave Portnoy and Miss Peaches to fly to get fucking pickles.
I know you think it's some existential thing, but it's literally like cost me $40. So
No,
you know,
it's not. It's not so much the cost; it's the effort. Like my personal time is.
all day. Plus,
Dude.
tell him when you got
Yeah.
home.
So yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing,
that
and we'll
sucked.
get into that. But yeah, it's personal time. Like I can go to the store to get a pickle that's comparable, or I'll go to. I'm not going to go to Dallas to
Very
get the wrong
close.
pickles.
Well,
You know
we
what I
didn't
mean?
know
Like
they were the wrong
I
pick,
understand,
yeah.
but it's just it feels like yes, it cost me $40, but that $40 is on top of 35 hours of your day because that was
flying,
insanity.
it was maybe
getting
12 hours.
getting
of
a
my
rental
day.
car,
Yeah,
taking the time to drive in the wrong direction to the wrong Buc-ee's.
did you go the wrong?
I guess so.
Overpaying for barbecue,
Oh God, yeah.
not making it back to the airport in time.
No,
And
I
not
made
even
it- I
not
made
even
it
that.
back to the airport.
Overpaying for subpar barbecue because that
Dude.
picture you sent me, my mouth got dry looking at that picture. I'm like, oh my god, the Sahara is on that
Well,
plate.
sopped it up
I'll
with the
start
mac
at
and
the
cheese.
I'll start from the beginning. So
Okay,
I
yeah, please do.
landed in Dallas at 1:00. My flight home, I got to choose between two. There was like a 6:55 and a 9:30, and I could do either or because they both had
Nope.
like 68 seats between the two. I didn't really miss
Yeah.
my flight home. I showed up for the later flight.
Let's
I
not
gave
forget-
myself enough time.
Let's not forget the whole part of Kim saying, "Hey, you should probably get on the earlier flight because there's a lot of weather delays."
Anyways,
Did she say that really?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anyways,
Plot twist.
so I land. I get my rental car. I drive an hour in the wrong direction to the wrong HEB, even though
An
I
hour. Holy shit, that sucks.
Well, here's the thing.
We drove 500 miles in the wrong direction.
So anyways, so the way that Dallas is like set up is all toll roads and shit, and I
Yeah.
wasn't paying for toll roads. So I had to take this.
Rental car on a back road somewhere getting killed by like the Texas
So
Chainsaw
in order
Massacre.
to get there, like it took an hour. So it was an hour to every place. So I went. So the
That
places I
sounds
wanted to go,
horrible.
like Martin House Brewing and the Pickle Emporium, were over here, but the HEB was over here. So
Pickle Town.
I went to the HEB thinking that I could just backtrack, but no, the Buc-ee's was then over here. And for those of you at home who can't see what I'm doing, one is on my
and
the
for those of you on the
furthest-
camera not seeing
the
any high
furthest
hands,
left and the furthest right away and then further right. So that was all. And so I wound up I went to the HEB. I stocked up on pickles. Greatest grocery store of all time. I don't care what anybody
I've heard.
says.
I've
It
heard
is the
good
best.
things.
And I was looking for snacks and stuff. I didn't really find anything. I was like, whatever. I mean, they had like the black pepper ketchup, and they had a bunch of other stuff there, but I didn't want to take the time to send you guys a bunch of photos because it takes you forever to respond, and I just didn't want to. It was very busy for a Monday.
So the photos were contingent on our responses to said photos. Like you couldn't just take the photos for us, and then since we were, at work or dying, you couldn't send the pictures.
No, I could've.
It's either you
I
respond to
did.
me or you get nothing.
No, I did because I
No
sent
soup for you.
I sent the ketchup. Nobody said anything, so I was like,
I was at work.
I didn't think you all were interested.
Not
so
all
I
of us
kept
can
going.
take a Monday to go to Dallas to
Well,
get pickles.
I have Mondays off. I don't know what to tell you. That's I work in a
weird
field
Yeah.
where you get Mondays off.
I know you
instead
just
of-
have a weird schedule. That I'm sorry if I'm in a meeting on a Monday. The last thing I'm going to do
That's
is
fine.
comment
I'm
on
not
your
mad.
pickle jars. I don't know.
It's fine. So, anyways, I get done with HEB and I drive another 35 minutes to the Buc-ee's. And the Buc-ee's was a fast trip. I knew exactly what I was in there for. I found it right away. I fucking grabbed it, walked out. $65 later, I was out the door. So
Okay, hold on.
yeah.
So that $40 trip.
So that
was-
$40 trip turned into $100 just for Buc-ee's in the car. Okay, keep
no,
going.
because that stuff it would be what I would pay at the store here.
Right,
That,
minus the
that's
$40.
not. I'm
But
not,
you're adding to your trip. So I just
no, I'm not because that would be like
no, because you're selling
said
it
the trip
as
only
a
cost you $40.
Yeah, you're selling it as this trip only cost me $40 to $45, and you just gave me $60 just for Buc-ee's.
So if you leave your house and go to the store, you're like, oh, hey, this trip from my house cost me $65. No, it didn't.
No. What I'm not doing is telling all my friends I just went to Walmart and it only cost me $5.
No,
No.
that's not what I'm doing either.
You just did it.
No, I'm not because I would have paid the same shit at the store if I would have had to buy snacks for the show or whatever.
Oh,
that
I get it.
doesn't count.
It's girl math.
You guys are fucking stupid. If I go to the store that's 5 seconds from my house
Yeah.
and I spend $65, that doesn't mean that,
But it's not a wash because you could have
It-
done it. You still spent $60 at Buc-ee's.
okay.
And you spent the $40 at fucking Pickle Palace.
No, that was
It's in the pickle district.
$35 at HEB.
Okay,
But-
so now we're up above
No,
$40.
we're not, because that's what I went there for.
I
That
know.
didn't cost
It
the
doesn't
travel.
matter.
The
You don't-
travel itself did not cost
It's
me
not like
anything.
fucking fractions where you get to like scribe one
Yes,
off because
it
the other one
is.
cancels each other
Yes,
out.
it is, because if I leave the house to go pick up dinner, I'm not like, well, this trip cost me $70.
You don't
But it
think
does.
I ever think, you know what sounds really good? Little Miss. But you know what it also doesn't sound good? The hour it takes to get there, the gas I have to spend in Little Miss. Like I add that stuff into the
I
motivation for me to do anything.
I do not. So I don't consider like me going to pick up fucking dinner for $40 and be like, well, that cost me
It's like
$20
literally
worth
like
of gas.
it's like my wife.
My wife.
Like my one daughter is on like some of our bills and she'll give my wife cash. So my wife will just pay the bill and then she has cash.
But she
And
doesn't
she's
put it
like,
in the
"Oh,
bank account?"
But I have extra cash.
But now I have cash.
And I'm like, this is not how it works. Like
Yeah.
you paid that bill, that cash just
Should have gone into your bank account.
gone into
This
the
is a
bank account.
terrible analogy.
It's the same thing.
It isn't the same fucking thing, dude, because it would be the same as if I went to fucking the Arizona Buc-ee's. If I drove out to Goodyear and bought $60 worth of fucking
It cost you $60.
No,
correct.
again,
but it didn't add to my fucking travel, and that was the point.
Again,
That
you're
is the
selling the
point.
trip as that
No,
it only
the
cost you X
trip-
amount of dollars
the
to do
trip
this.
to travel to Dallas only cost me $43. That was it. The flight and the rental car. The rest was on me. The rest was what I would spend anyways. So, fuck you, Scott.
Sure.
Okay, so we're at Buc-ee's. Got it.
Got all
What'd
this-
you get at Buc-ee's?
Yeah, Buc-ee's
Um,
I've
spending-
never been, and you were like, "Do you want anything?" I'm like, "I wouldn't even know where to start."
Yeah, no, I'll
You give me some Lay's.
well,
I don't know.
When I go next Monday, I'll I don't know, I'll FaceTime you or something. But
I can't. I'm busy.
So when
I'm
you-
working. I was kidding.
when you walk in,
Get a
it's
meeting.
like a bunch of Buc-ee's merch and like the shirts and stuff, and they all have like Texas on them. These are the real ones, not the Alabama ones. So, and then you go in, and then in the middle it has the brisket station, the famous brisket station. Off to the right is the
beef jerky bar.
the beef jerky bar, and then there's a bunch of soda fountains, like way greater than QT. But I was skipping the soda fountains; I didn't need that, and I just had my teeth removed on that Saturday, so I wasn't drinking soda anyway. They
Yeah,
have-
that's what threw me off is that you're like, "I'm going to Dallas." I'm like, "Okay." I just got 2 teeth ripped out of my face. I'm like, "How are you going to eat anything?"
Oh
out of that
no,
trip?
it was hard. It was very difficult.
But
But it,
blend all my barbecue into a shake,
no,
please.
no. I just had to eat on the other side of my mouth, and it just took me forever. So, I get that. I buy all the snacks, and I skip all like the candies and stuff. I just went for the Buc-ee's branded stuff, and then I was looking because I heard about their apple pies, but I couldn't find any, so I moved on with my life. I checked out. It was like $60 because Kim wanted a shirt and blah, blah, blah. So there we go. So I get back in my car. Then I want to go to the famous TikTok fucking barbecue spot in Dallas that everyone jerks their dick off on TikTok, Terry Black's. And I was like, all right, I'll fucking bite. I will try this place. It better be fucking good. So I drove another 45 minutes to this Terry Black's place, which was back in the other direction towards the airport. I get there. It's in like the most hipster part of Dallas. It's all like very hippie and like there's lots of blue-haired people on the street, and they're all very like, hey, we hate Trump. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I know. Like, I can see you. So anyways, I walk in, I order my food. I'm there to try one thing, a giant beef bone. It's like the Flintstone bone. It's like a beef rib.
Like just a tomahawk steak.
Dude, it's huge. And I was like, but I'm here, and everybody says to try the brisket because when you're in Texas, you got to try brisket. You try brisket everywhere you go. I ordered the brisket. I ordered a sausage, and then I got 2 sides. Oh, no, I got 1 side and a dessert. And it cost me $81. $81 fucking dollars for this.
It's a family meal.
I was pissed.
I don't understand. Again, travel math aside, this is a ridiculous trip you've been on. This is a very expensive $40 trip you've been on.
I have spent
because
$60 on myself at Little Miss Barbecue, and
That's
that
also
is
ridiculous.
down the fucking road.
It's also
Barbecue's expensive.
Stop eating it. It
No,
always makes your tummy hurt.
No, I definitely did.
How much did you spend on gas, by the way?
Nothing.
You spent nothing on gas. So you rented a car, and then we're like, hey, fucking fumes, man. Good luck.
No, I had a full tank when I got back.
Okay, go ahead.
The reason that
I understand. I guess they give gas away.
No.
What did you spend on gasoline to fill up that car?
I did not spend anything because
Turned it in as is.
as I told you, I didn't take the toll roads, which means I just went down the back streets. It was still only like 12 miles. It just took you an hour to get those
You
12
drove
miles.
an hour and still. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
I didn't spend anything on gas because
Is it an hour because of traffic or an hour because of distance? Because
Hour
when I think an
because-
hour, I'm like, that's me going to Phoenix.
it's
Like Glendale.
Yeah. I'm going to go to a hockey game. It's an hour.
I don't know how to explain it because it's because of distance and traffic. It's not far, but it's
like
further
Chicago.
than if you
Okay,
didn't.
all
Yeah,
right.
it's exactly like Chicago.
'cause-
We're going 3 miles. 75 minutes later.
Right.
Correct.
Okay. That's okay.
So anyways, after that, I drove back to the airport. The guy got me at Sky Harbor and suckered me into getting that clear thing, and I am all in on that.
Yeah,
So,
I heard it's awesome.
dude, it is.
Eric talks about it all the time.
Dude.
I'm like, well, if I traveled more, but then I'm like, well, we're going to be traveling a lot.
Dude, it's fucking sick. You just put your eyes up to it. It checks you in, and they cut you in front of families. Like there was a little kid being pushed, and they're like, ma'am, he's next."
Oh,
And
it's
I
the
was
fast
like,
pass at Disney.
I was
You're
like-
walking past all those families that have been sitting there for an
I
hour
was-
and they're yelling at each other, and you're like, hey.
Yeah, I was double gunpoint. I was like, "Fuck you guys!" Like this was sick. $15 a month. So I'm all in. So I get to the little counter and I say, I'm here to non-rev back home, and they're like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then I'm sitting there and I'm watching Iowa basketball beat LSU, and I'm like, "Cool, this is awesome." I like girl sports.
I love
now.
how everybody's so in uproar about like this NCAA thing because they're like, see,
What's over
women's sports is fantastic. And I'm like, no. When you put a good product
now. Yes.
on the court and it's watchable,
Yes.
people will watch it.
Correct.
I will 100% watch women's NCAA tournament over WNBA
Correct.
in a million years.
Yes.
Because it is a better product.
Everything you said is true.
100%.
So, anyways.
Back to you.
No.
have
So,
no
anyways,
opinion.
I'm
I can
sitting
care
there
less.
and I'm waiting. So I'm like, all right, my flight's at 9:30. I'm about an hour early. I'll grab some. I wasn't hungry because I just spent $81 on barbecue, and I was like, I'll grab some ice cream, and I ate my peanut butter ice cream, and I see the board change from 9:30 to 11:15.
You had plenty of time to go get Whataburger now.
I didn't get
He's like,
water.
gotta find a Fazoli's.
Definitely no
Get some
Fazoli's in there.
breadsticks.
God, I haven't been to that Fazoli since they opened it. I was like, we were so hyped, and I have yet to even go.
The Fazoli's. Oh, it's by
I know.
Cinemark.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
don't ever go up there.
I know. I was up there a couple, and I was like, I just gotten off work, and I was like, I'm not hungry.
I don't want Fazoli's. I need my Slimer bucket.
Yeah,
It's exactly when you were there.
which is weird because, maybe that's why they went out of business. Is because you're always like, oh, there's Fazoli's.
But see,
later.
Fazoli's used to be everywhere, though. Like, there used to be a Fazoli's right next to Hollywood Video where I work. So it was like, I would go get Fazoli's all the time.
right? So, anyways,
Now it's just one.
the flight kept getting pushed back to the point
So-
where I didn't get home until I walked through the door at 3 a.m. and I was very upset
It's ridiculous.
because they wanted me to work the next day, and I was like, that ain't gonna happen.
And that is why I think you overpaid for your entire trip.
I didn't.
$40 is not worth that amount of frustration.
And
I
this-
hate
this is
airports
why-
as it is. I don't want to deal with
This
that
is why I
shit.
always say, like, and every time Aaron's like, "Oh, we'll just fly over, man. We just rev because it's free," and I'm like, in the back of my mind, regardless of whatever's happening, this is what I think is going to happen every single time I fly out.
What you're gonna get?
It's either going to
delayed?
get weather delayed, we're going to get bumped off the flight, and we're going to be laying in an airport for fucking 6 hours.
Well, I told
someplace.
Kim because I was like, if this gets canceled, I need a hotel room. I'm not sleeping in a fucking. I told him I'm not sleeping in a fucking. I'm oversleeping in an airport. I'm done doing that.
Yeah, and that's my worry. Like what Scott said is like when you're like, yeah, these flights are free. I'm like, yes, but there's that asterisk right there saying,
Well, you're gonna have
You
to
may or
take
may not.
one of them this year.
oh, to Chicago. Yeah.
So
No, I know. Trust me, I've already kind of stressed myself out over that one a little bit too.
into one of the busiest airports.
Well, because I'm sitting there going, okay, I got to make sure I take enough time off. I may just take the whole week off because if something does happen, I want to be able to be just ready.
hell yeah, but nothing's gonna happen.
But see, I'm also trying to plan to go to San Diego the weekend right before we leave, and then we've got so much shit at the end of the week. I'm like, fuck, there's a lot going on.
Do not cancel on me. I already
not
paid off the
canceling on you.
tickets. Okay.
There's no canceling.
All right. And I got the stupid thingamajig, the hotel room. Anyways, all right. So after that, I came back. I worked all week. I did go to Diamondbacks game on Wednesday, which was, I thought, 12:40 game? Noon on a Wednesday? People work? This will be easy. Couldn't find parking. Had to spend $40 on parking. Very upset about that.
Could have gone to Dallas for that.
Yeah, I know.
It was a $20 baseball game.
The game was free.
Dude, you don't go to baseball games and factor in parking
Well,
to
it's
the
funny
ticket.
because
Yeah,
the
it's not
ticket,
asshole.
the ticket was free. The fucking
It was a free, it was a free game then.
It cost me more than a fucking.
You could have bought a cheaper ticket.
So, yeah.
That's fucking shit.
Jordan's watching Snoop. He's not even paying attention to me. He's
I'm paying
watching
attention.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop on fucking
So
WrestleMania.
as we're recording and we're live right now, we are me and Scott are
The Philadelphia
are
cheerleaders.
100% in on the WrestleMania 40. So right now we're watching Snoop Dogg and the Eagles cheerleaders in I don't know fucking Bill Eagle. I don't know what his name is. Sit there
Attorney at
doing
law.
something, but yeah, we're all in on WrestleMania. Anyway, God, keep going.
I went to the game. I was by myself. It was relaxing. I enjoyed it.
Were
It
you
was-
supposed to go by yourself, or was this a family affair?
It was a
that
family
ended up
affair,
changed?
but Harrison woke up sick, and then Parker was like, "I want to go to school," and I was like, "Jesus, all right." So, yeah,
Give him a couple more years. He'll choose the baseball game.
yeah.
yeah. I was just like, well, Kim was like, "I really don't want to take him out of school. I'll go," but blah blah blah. And I was just like, "Just let him go. I'll fucking go alone." She was like, "Are you sure?" She didn't want to go. I was like, "Okay."
Dude, I would 1,000,000% go to baseball games alone.
It was not bad, except for I sat in the wrong seats, and this little Asian man came up and he's like, "You have my seat," and but it was one of those things where it was like, there's like 150 open seats around me, and I'm looking around and I'm like, "Oh, my bad," and I just got up and moved down a couple seats. I was like, "Dude, fucking get over." Like, we're in the 300 section.
I know, but people have this weird. Goddamn, people have this weird thing about like, especially when there's open seating like
Those
that.
are my
well, I
seats.
picked those out. Those are for me. Like on a plane, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you're in the 300 section, and there's 75 open seats.
there was
sit 4 down.
There was maybe
Find a better viewing section.
There was maybe 15 of us in that section. Like everybody was
It-
sitting on the lower level.
yeah.
So I was just like,
Well, it's the start of the season, and
it was
it's
a
literally
12:40 game.
a noon
so-
game on a Thursday. Like no one's going to that shit.
Yeah, so I was just like, all right, dude. Like, I'm sorry that you need to sit in this exact seat, you giant ass. But yeah, it was a great time they lost. I was an X rating, so I was very excited.
I was actually, I think I was getting my hair cut that day on lunch, and it was a Wednesday game, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I was sitting at the haircut place watching it, and they were like, this guy just hit a home run, and like they were down, and then the other guy hit another home run, and there was like, oh, it's tied. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, it
this
was
could be a game, and then you're like, wow, what a game, and then I looked at the end score, and they lost. I'm like,
Yeah.
Aaron's fucking cursing it.
No, I am. I have to be cursing it. If the deal is, if I like a team, they will not win. I bet
Curse of the great Hambino.
Oh, because I'm fat. That's hilarious, Scott. Please die.
Give him the high stinking cheese.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, that was my week. That is what I did. But I also went and saw a movie. So
What'd you see?
Godzilla.
Oh, that's right. You went that Sunday, right?
Uh huh.
Kind
were
of mad
like-
that I didn't go.
You were like, bruh.
I was tired, man.
Can't go
It's
see
been-
giant monsters fight.
Yeah, it's been a week with a lot of personal things involving my daughter. I don't want to get in on. But
Nope, tell
it was-
everyone now.
Well, no. So yeah, no, I wanted to go.
She's
It's-
pregnant.
Dude, she's fucking 12.
That's the joke.
It's not a joke.
Yes, it is.
That's it. Show's over.
Oh, okay. Anyways, Scott, did you watch anything this week?
I did.
What'd you watch?
I mean,
get so-
besides
I get so
some more
excited when he
old-
watches something.
Besides some more old movies, I watched like Hardball with Keanu Reeves.
That's
I
an
almost
old
put
movie.
that on. I actually put it on my list.
Yeah,
You guys were talking about old baseball movies, and I was like, okay, I
Watched
saw that.
I
And I put that on
watched
there.
Bull Durham, and then I
Fucking
did
Bull Durham.
check out Snack Shack.
Oh,
Snack Shack.
oh my God! Did you love it? Oh, here we go.
Here it goes.
He loves shitting on things that I love.
So-
I don't care. Hold on. Before you say anything, I have confirmation from several people that I trust their reviews that it is an amazingly good movie.
The
So-
internet said it was good.
No.
So
no,
it's
no, no.
good.
There's 20,000
People
reviews.
that I know that watch
my
movies like
my
us.
letterbox friends like what I like.
No, it's like Amir liked it.
So what? Amir's take on some shit is stupid. He's an idiot.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Scott. Tell me how bad it was or whatever.
He gets like he's
Because
so
it's fucking
offended.
annoying,
He's so-
dude.
he's
He
so
wrote
It's
this
fucking
movie.
annoying.
He's so offended.
He's
yeah,
in-
he
he's
wrote
invested.
this movie. He invested $27,000 in
whatever.
production.
He's on their
Anyways.
mailing list.
Here's the thing. The problem that I have with any movie, is that people will hype things up. So again, you can say like I'm going to go into a movie completely blank, not with any expectations whatsoever. If anybody hypes a movie up and says this is probably the greatest movie that I will have seen all year,
Oh, you've read every review he's ever written.
correct. I went to his IMDb page.
How mad he is.
It's hard to walk into a movie because your expectations are like, okay, like I'm expecting something really big. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I don't like and maybe I haven't seen again that many movies this year to put it up as being like one of the best movies I've seen. But it was
April.
it was an enjoyable movie. There was at times where I felt like maybe, and it's hard to pinpoint, like there's some things that were maybe missing in the movie. But all in all, I thought it was a really good movie.
I haven't seen it. I have no thing. I know that isn't that the director, the one that did that one weird punk movie that we watched that you picked?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Dinner
I mean,
in America.
Yeah, and it's like I was okay on that movie. I wasn't like super into it, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll watch it eventually.
It's emotional. There is. I mean, it took a long time to get to the. I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you get kind of. It's not a twist. It's just like an unfortunate event that happens during the movie that you're like. It is kind of like you're like, oh, that sucks.
Someone burnt down the snack shack and there was money in the banana
Right.
stand.
Yes.
I knew it.
Spoiler alert.
Anyways. Cool.
You know what? You didn't
I'm
make.
just gonna
You didn't
stop
make. You
watching
didn't.
movies.
You didn't make the movie. The fact that you're this
Doesn't-
upset that
because
he
it's
didn't.
fucking annoying.
He didn't fucking
Because- you wanna
jerk
know
it off
why?
like
wanna
you
know
did.
Why? Honestly, you want to know why? Because this guy will fucking watch Metal Lords 800 times.
love Metal
This
Lords.
movie,
Yeah, so
shut
good.
the fuck up. This movie is 100 times better than fucking Metal Lords. Fuck you, Scott.
But a movie
Dude,
doesn't.
fuck off.
A movie doesn't have to be like.
You do
oh,
this shit just
the-
to piss me off, and
oh,
you're
the-
getting the reaction you fucking want. You're a fucking asshole. Shut
I
the
mean,
fuck
is-
up. Dude, shut up.
Touche.
Shut up.
Anyways, a movie doesn't have to be hot from some fantastic director or fantastically written. A movie
didn't say
can.
it was
A
from a
movie can.
fantastic
You can watch
director.
fucking. People can watch Skyscraper for Christ's sake, and if they were like, "Dude, that was a thoroughly enjoyable movie,"
You know what's so funny?
fucking people like it.
I almost watched Skyscraper the other day.
Wow.
it was on Netflix. I went past it. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen Skyscraper, and I didn't, but I almost did.
Well,
It's funny.
don't, because it's
Well, no, it's terrible.
I think it's funny though because you take everything so
No,
personally.
I think it's funny that you
No,
give
you take everything
shitty
so
movies
personally.
fucking all the. I watch it 4 times. Then a movie
But whose
comes
opinion
along.
is it? Is it a shitty movie? That's your opinion.
yours?
No, it's your opinion.
No, because it's whatever,
Because you're like,
dude.
oh, fucking Metal Lords is a shitty movie.
It is a
You're gonna
shitty
pick the
movie,
one
dude.
fucking movie that,
It-
like, I'm like, oh, it's a fun movie to watch.
Okay.
You get so
Sure.
hyper fixated
Whatever,
on like
dude.
certain fucking movies, and nobody can say anything bad about it.
Because here's it's not that nobody can say anything bad about them. It's because you do this shit just to fucking piss me off because you guys think it's funny.
I do
and
shit because I'm giving you my honest opinion about
sure.
it.
Okay. Sure you are.
I'm giving you my
Okay.
honest opinion.
All right.
I just said it was a good movie. I'm like, did I feel it was like am I putting it in my upper echelon of like, oh, this is probably going to be like when I saw Oppenheimer, I'm like, okay, this is a fantastic fucking movie, and it's probably going to be like one of my favorite movies of the year. This one, I don't know, could it be in my top 5? Maybe. It could be in my top 10, possibly. I don't know. I mean, but I'm not looking at it as like, oh yeah, that's the best fucking movie I've seen all year.
Okay. Cool.
Damn.
I just at some point the shtick where you like just fucking shit
There's
all
no
over.
shtick.
Can I
There's
finish?
no shtick.
Thank you. At some point the shtick where you just shit all over me has to stop, and you got
Who was
be
shitting
like,
on
hey,
it?
can
He
we
wasn't
actually
shitting
have
on
a
you.
conversation
Who shit on
about
it? I said it was a good movie.
Yeah, but no, here's the thing though. It's not as good as you said it was because
It's not shitting on you.
It's not shitting on you.
That's-
I said that
I
for
know you
anything.
guys-
No,
I
that's-
said when
we'll
you go
team up
into any
against it. It's
movie,
okay. That's
it's like
fine.
when you go to a horror movie and they're like, "This is the scariest fucking movie ever."
It's not the
You
same.
you can it is the same thing
It
because
isn't.
you can blank all that shit out and you can go into a movie thinking, "Okay, I'm gonna have a clean slate. I'm gonna watch this movie," but in the back of your head, you're like, "People are telling me that this is the scariest fucking movie ever," and that is going to get compared as you're watching the movie.
Look, other than Music League,
Okay.
I have never gone into anything specifically to spite you. Look how mad you are.
Are you sure?
No.
'Cause
No,
Memories of Murder. Are
I didn't like it as much as you.
such a good
It's not. See what you're doing now, and this is exactly what you're doing. Is my opinion is where it needs to be, and if you're not there, go
No.
fuck yourself.
No,
And that is
it's- no.
exactly what you're doing. Memories of a murder, memoirs. I don't care. Murder by death, whatever. This is the same thing. I didn't like it as much as you, so you were pissed off at me that I didn't give you
I'm
it a
not pissed
5
off.
fucking
No.
score. Scott didn't like your Snack Shack movie as much as you did, and now you're pissed off thinking it's a bit. No, this is a fucking whiteboard. The second you write something on there, he just wipes it off and he just forgets it. He doesn't care about you that
Once
much to
again.
make you that upset.
Yes, he does.
We do things to piss you off in other ways.
Yeah,
Talking about your trip was hilarious.
I'm not worried about talking shit about a movie thinking it's
Right.
going to piss you off. There's so many other things we could do to fucking get you
My
riled up.
God.
I mean, that's the point of the show is that there's 3 different opinions at this table
Well, your opinion
talking
is
about a
fucking
movie.
wrong.
You can have 20. This is why they do those fucking. You go to the preview movie things, and there's 900 different opinions on a movie because everybody watches movies different. People absorb movies differently. There's something could happen in a movie that touches you because you relate to it on a personal level. Sometimes somebody watches something, you're like, I can't fucking relate to this. So it's. I mean, it doesn't hit me on the same. On the
There
same
has
level.
been numerous movies where you're like, I was so emotional, I cried, I felt this, and I'm sitting there going, I didn't feel one bit about that at all about this movie. It was a good movie, I just didn't feel it the same way. You are emotional about movies, and that is fine. You're allowed to be. Don't, because you're shaking your head like, he's shitting on me, he called me
I'm not.
emotional.
No, I'm not.
Shut
I'm
up, bitch. All I'm saying is that you can enjoy something and you can love it so much, and if someone doesn't have that same opinion, you can be like, well, that's your opinion. I still love it. You're making it sound like we've just convinced you to hate this movie, and now
No,
you're sad
I
because
will
now you
never-
hate it.
I will never hate this movie. No,
It's a shit movie. I'm just kidding. I've never seen it.
no. My problem isn't that. I don't need you to be exactly on the same page. I just need you to come in here and not be like, oh yeah.
I have
it's
never made my
okay.
opinion.
Not you.
I don't think he does it either. I
But
don't-
he likes fucking shitty, stupid fucking
Let
Metal
him.
Lords.
Let him.
And this, he's like, not for me.
Is that what I said?
It's just
No,
basically
not at all.
Didn't say it at all. I was throwing out the whole
Dude,
notion
this
the
is
fact that you were
literally
like,
for
this
every
is one of my
for
favorite
every
movies of the
Snack Shack and Metal Lords, there is Pitch Perfect that brings us all fucking together and hate
All
your
I'm
wife
saying-
because we love Pitch Perfect,
Pitch
and
Perfect is
her
great.
opinion is terrible.
All I'm saying is like, and I'm going to compare it to this. Snack Shack is literally like 2024 holdovers. It's good, and it.
I love the holdovers.
But not this one.
I don't.
Not
Compa- I
this
wouldn't
version
compare,
of
I wouldn't
it.
You know
compare
why?
this to
Because I saw the
holdovers.
holdovers, so I don't need to see this shit.
No, it's,
Yeah, I wouldn't compare this to the holdovers.
of course not.
Not in a million years.
Okay,
It's more of like a kids. I mean, it's
It's
obviously
not
it's
a
a
kids.
kids summer movie with
it's a
you know
slice
they're-
of life hangout film.
kind of
That's
yeah,
comparable to like Dazed and
which
Confused
is
or
nothing near the holdovers.
Well, that's fine.
It's
Yeah,
kinda-
I was
it
going to say
is.
completely opposite.
I mean,
but-
hangout film, sure.
yeah, it's a hangout film. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they hung out. That's not even close.
Forced hangout.
All I'm saying is that if it's, and I haven't seen it, but if it's something that's like similar, I may not like it as much either because I'm going to sit there and compare it to it. Be like, oh, I've seen this. This I like this better here or here.
I didn't
or
compare
here.
it to them.
Yeah, I know, but that's how I do
when I
things.
watched it.
I don't ever sit there and go, I'm watching this, especially like when it's your pick during the week. I don't sit there and go, well, this is Aaron's pick, so it starts at -3, and then hopefully he can get up to a 2.
I
don't do that shit.
When I was watching it, I kind of almost compared it to and almost in relatively nothing close, but more of like the Dazed and Confused.
I literally
type.
just said that.
You know,
I just fucking said that.
Yeah.
You giant bag of shit.
I'm sorry that was in my head already, and you fucking said it. I'm sorry I can't say that.
Oh, what was that Texas movie about the end of school that was really good? I think I would compare it to that. Dazed and Confused.
But that's what I'm saying is that's kind of what it's comparable to in a movie setting.
Right.
Holdovers, no. More of a Dazed and Confused type.
Comparison
Dazed
to
and
whatever movie aside, no one
they're
is
different.
watching these movies to spite you in any way.
Correct.
We watch them because of your recommendation. Now, sometimes you do elevate things to a higher level than we feel we like them. Doesn't mean you're wrong. Doesn't mean we're wrong. It's just a different of opinion.
I'm right.
Fuck you.
Anyways, is that
Reddit
it?
said so.
I have no idea what Reddit
I
says
made a
about
comment and it was upvoted on Reddit. I'm correct.
You watch anything else?
Finish? You
that
finish?
want to shit on or?
Hell no, I didn't watch anything else.
God forbid.
Yeah, I fucking no, I didn't.
Nope. No opinions here.
Yep. 0 opinions coming from this side of the table. Trifecta.
This show is only a vehicle to talk about Aaron's shenanigans.
I'm
We're
gonna
never going to talk to him about movies again.
I'm just going to watch the main event here,
Yeah,
guys.
we're going to watch Cody Rhodes take on Roman Reigns in a Bloodlines feud.
He's going to finish the story.
Just let us know how it goes.
I'll give you some play. I'll drop in for play-by-play every now and then.
Right. Oh, my God. You see that? Anyway,
Roman
moving on.
Reigns is coming down, guys.
Anyways,
Anyway,
did you watch anything?
I did. I watched a lot of TV stuff. So I watched Three Body Problem, the new Netflix sci-fi show. 8 episodes. I think it was really good. Apparently, it's based off a Chinese book. They changed some of the storyline to kind of make it more contemporary to everybody. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, way more than I thought I would. I just binged watched, 8 episodes in 2 days. I was like, you know what? I could text Aaron or
or watch.
I could watch Three Body Problem.
Right.
So I chose right. I think that's it. I watched some bad movies, just regular shit. I threw stuff on in the background, nothing really crazy. What did I watch? Oh, I watched Talladega Nights the other day. Yeah, just random. And I love it.
Of course.
I love it. And it's
That's
still
what I'm
funny.
talking about.
But it's not bad. It's funny.
It's a comedy. It does exactly what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it does
So is
everything.
Snack Shack.
There's one-liners. It's repeatable. It is just fantastic.
Glenn, I see you over there.
Oh God.
Was he crying? I just fucking love that movie. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Just got through some of that. I didn't get to go to the movies with you on Sunday because I was just not feeling it. We are going to go tonight, I think. I don't know.
Maybe.
Fucking, I don't know. You're kind of mad.
No, we're just cut. Probably not because I got to eat dinner. And
I wouldn't go
everyone's
see
coming over.
Snack. I wouldn't go see Snack Shack because you're gonna get a fight in the parking lot.
You work tomorrow?
No, you want to go tomorrow night?
Let's go tomorrow night.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about this fucking movie tonight anyway. So fuck you
All right,
guys.
Thank you.
We'll go tomorrow night.
Cool. I went and saw Godzilla vs. Kong.
Greatest movie ever!
So let me just preface this by saying I hate the other movies except for the first one.
Please tell us about this bad movie you had enjoyed.
It is a bad movie. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it was good. I'm going to tell you that I enjoyed it.
Can't wait till Scott watches it and goes, it's the fucking greatest movie I've ever seen.
Scott's going to watch it.
It's a
and be
Citizen
like,
Kane of Godzilla
Scott's going to
movies.
watch it and be like, well, it's like Fast and the Furious, but with Godzilla, which is exactly what it's like.
So good.
Before I come to the show next time, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I clear my opinions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
remove it from your
I'm gonna
cache.
submit. I'm gonna submit in written
You
form.
think you're being intellectual, but your fucking ass
trying to be
likes
intellectual?
Metal Lords and
I'm not the
Talladega
fucking-
Nights.
I'm not
but
the
you're
person that
sitting
claims to
there,
be the
but
fucking
you're
cinephile in this
listen,
fucking room.
motherfucker.
Oh,
you are
so
the
good.
one who fucking sucks off Metal Lords every other fucking episode, and then you Talladega Nights. What a great movie. Oh,
I've seen
Snack Shack.
I've seen
Snack
it
Shack.
twice. I've
know-
seen Metal Lords twice.
Snack Shack. Sorry, guys.
Filmed in Portland.
Sorry. It's good, just not great.
I've seen Metal Lords twice.
Me too.
Eh,
Welcome
you
to the
can
Metal
have an
Lords
opinion,
podcast.
but stop.
I'm not the
fucking
one that
pushing my
claims
butt-
to be the fucking movie guy. I'm just here because I knew how to run shit.
Oh, I'm breaking my fucking phone.
Which
Anyways.
is funny because when you were gone, I clearly proved that you didn't have to be here all the time.
Right.
No, I
I
like
could-
having.
I could do it.
I've liked having you on every show we've done.
Except
Except
this one.
today.
Except today's
But
show.
You fucking
no.
asshole.
I get tired of the shenanigans.
There's
Sometimes.
no shenanigans.
Just like on the chat,
You
I get
get
tired of getting
I really
shit
wish you
on
guys would talk
all
to
the
me.
time.
Except I want you to say what I want you to
Yeah,
say.
you get what you get with me, dude. I am not trying to fucking hide anything.
true.
I'm not trying to fucking sugarcoat anything. I'm not trying to fucking give it to you on a silver fucking platter, dude. My opinions are my opinions. Copyright, fucking Scott.
Okay.
2024?
Anyways, so,
Right.
anyways, I went and saw
It's recorded.
Godzilla versus Kong. I hated the last movie. The Mecha Godzilla shit was so stupid.
Yeah.
It was so fucking stupid. The people they put people in the movie
So
and
much
they're
people.
so dumb. And Kong Skull Island was fine. I hate Brie Larson. Whatever. It was still a fine movie. The first Godzilla
I forget
was
she was
fine.
in that.
Yeah. Then they did Godzilla versus Kong, but they did Godzilla King of the Monsters, which was actually okay, except it
It
fell
still
into-
had too much people in it.
it had way too much people.
That was trying to put too much story.
This movie,
But see, okay, before you do that, Kong, no, Godzilla -1 balanced it. You had
Yeah.
people. You had King Kong. God damn it,
I still
Godzilla.
hated the people in that though. I
I
hated
didn't.
that whole fucking.
What, That's the thing.
Godzilla
Well,
minus
just
one.
like the whole people thing, because it's like you were saying, when I watch Godzilla, because I'm old school watching
No.
the old black and whites and shit.
Okay,
I just want
this
Godzilla
is why
stomping.
his opinion. The people.
I'm sorry. Hold
No,
on.
stop. Listen,
mic off?
listen. No, Scott, listen. The people in Godzilla -1 are. That story actually like works. It has
I don't
heart.
need that. I don't need Godzilla. Like you said, give me fucking Godzilla just knocking buildings down, breathing fire, and laser beams out of his fucking eyes. That's all I want. That's all I want from
Eyes.
Godzilla.
He's never seen a Godzilla movie.
Clearly, there's people in every Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
Goddamn hot dog fingers.
Anyways, so I went into this movie expecting the absolute worst, but the internet convinced me to go see it, and then you guys you and your brother chirping in my ear about it, and there's people at work that were chirping in my ear about it. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking see it, just get it out of the way. I had a great time. It's not a good movie whatsoever. I'm not gonna pretend like it was, but it gave me exactly what I wanted. The people are there to explain what is going on screen, and that is it. There is no over dramatized story. They're not acting stupid. It's not Millie Bobby Brown running around fucking just screaming random nonsense. They are literally there to explain what's going on, and they get the fuck out of the way. They introduce this giant orangutan monster.
Scar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a fucking badass. And there's another fucking kaiju in it. And it's all kaiju fighting all the time. Godzilla sleeps inside the fucking Coliseum. And I was all about it. And when you find out why he's pink, it's fucking sick as shit. And I'm just like, this is fucking sick. So I actually really liked it.
Okay. So from like The Godfather to Snack Shack, what do you give this?
If I had to rate it, it's like a 2, but but I still thoroughly enjoyed myself watching it. I know it's not a good movie.
Yeah, it looked fun and to be fun, but I knew it was not going to be great.
So I feel like Wingard watched a lot of James Gunn stuff and just said, you know what, I'm going to do Guardians of the Galaxy with Godzilla. Because there's fucking music in it. There's 80s music in it. It's just like, it like fits with the tone of the film, and it doesn't take itself as seriously as these other films. And
Everyone
I'm like,
shouldn't have either, and that was the biggest problem. Is they were trying to do it like the first movie, Godzilla. You didn't see Godzilla till like minute 145, and the movie's 1 hour and 45 minutes in, and that movie's an hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing? I don't need to see.
this movie gives you
this
all
shit.
the Godzilla. You want Godzilla, you're gonna get.
I heard-
you're gonna get some fucking
Okay.
Godzilla. You're gonna get Kong and Godzilla.
And you know what? I trust you because I've been told that it's a King Kong movie with an overpowered sidekick that just shows up.
Correct. That does happen.
There was like a scene where like they're smiling at each other. I'm like, this is a fucking movie. I don't know about this.
I'm not gonna ruin anything. This doesn't ruin anything, but like,
Hey, it's like a Mentos commercial.
it is a King Kong film, and but Godzilla kind of like, I guess, feels what's going on, so he's trying to like power up. He's like fucking Goku, dude. He's trying to power up for the battle, and then he does.
Wearing his Infinity Kong.
Yeah. Well, no, that's a whole thing. That's actually.
Like, how the hell they do that?
Do you want me to tell
I
you?
want. You know what? No.
Okay.
I
All
don't.
right. Okay. Because I will tell you.
Off camera.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want to spoil it for the 3 people watching.
Who's bitching? Is Heather bitching?
I don't know. No one's bitching.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, just see it. I thought it was fun. I mean, if you're gonna wait for it on TV, that's fine. But it was kind of fun experience because they're just beating the shit out of each other. It's just so much fun.
Cool.
So
Sounds fun.
that's all I watched.
That's it, really?
Yeah.
You didn't watch anything like on your phone, or you like going to Dallas or anything? Like you watched nothing? You have this modality to watch things, and you still didn't do
when
it.
I'm on a plane, I usually just listen to podcasts or music.
That seems weird.
I
need something to distract me from everything.
On the way home, it has live TV on Southwest, so I was watching baseball.
Number one fan
baseball
here.
now.
Apparently.
I was gonna watch the Society of Magical People that are.
No, what's the title of that show?
Magical marginalized people.
Yeah, Victims, the movie.
The Society of Basketball Americans.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
I was gonna watch that like either tonight or tomorrow or something like that. Probably
that went
tonight.
really fast to video on
Yeah,
demand.
so
that was out 2 weeks ago, and we were like, "Ooh, should we see this?" And then nope, because it disappeared. That's how magical it was.
I know that everybody hated this movie, but I kind of find it just to me it looks like a romantic comedy, and
Well, it looks like it's predictable. It looks like they gave you everything in the trailer. I will not be surprised by any twist or turn in this movie.
So, but I kind of
Tables are coming out.
I kind of
I'm so excited.
I kind of dig that stuff. So, anyways, all right, you want to get into the movie of the week and get the fuck out of here since we're done yelling at fucking.
Yeah, we're not gonna go see a movie now. I can finish the match here.
Yeah,
all right, hold on.
Absolutely.
What did we watch? Jesus Christ. SWV, VFW, WWE, wrestling, SFW, single white man. What do we watch? SFW. Okay.
Single white female.
So we watched Single White Female.
Wait.
No, we watched the 1994 R-rated comedy. I don't know.
Hostage flick.
It was
Hostage
definitely
movie.
a dark comedy, is what it was said.
SFW.
You want to shoot somebody? Shoot me. Go ahead. You got the camera, you got the gun. Do it.
Check this out. The Madison Heights Farm Stop crisis is over.
You think you're up to a press conference?
For 36 days, we watched the broadcast of the uncensored videotapes as the 5 hostages were transformed into national heroes.
For the folks back home, you ready to see my really photogenic side? Give me the gun!
And overnight, Cliff Spab became the mouthpiece of a generation.
I like shopping so much. I've been in the same store for Christ knows how long.
So, how does it feel to be famous?
It feels angry, man.
Who are you, Clifford Spell?
Man, I thought it was crazy in there. Out here, it's fucking insane.
Maybe even trying to explain what happened in that store is just pointless, you know?
What's Cliff Spab really like?
You met Cliff Spab at the fun stop. You and Cliff are very different people, aren't you?
People don't understand him. I mean, he wasn't trying to do anything.
It's showtime!
Mr. Spab is being sought for questioning. You're nothing but a foul mouth.
Good luck being nobody.
Don't worry, guy, your 15 minutes are almost up.
Exactly what is it you're rebelling against?
Well, that depends. What you got?
You've got a message.
What's my message? Say it along with me. So fucking what?
Your message is that there is no message.
It works wonders. I'd like to live forever, but only for a little while.
So yeah, that's this was Heather's pick. She's been trying to get me to watch this movie for like a year now.
Well, we watched it, Heather.
Yeah, we watched it. All right, what'd you think, Aaron?
Okay,
We'll get
so
the yelling out of the way.
No,
I'm just kidding.
so I'm going. Here's what. It's hard to explain. I did not think it was a very good movie. However, I did think it was a very 90s movie, and it reminded me of a lot of 90s movies I liked. Like, it had a lot of, like, Clerks in it and, like, 90s stuff. I feel like Steven Dorff was miscast. I feel like they were like, hey, we need Bill Paxton. And they're like, he's not available. Or not Bill Paxton, Christian Slater. And they're like, he's not.
Way different.
Sorry, I don't know why.
That's not even like Pullman Paxton.
So close.
And they were like,
oh, the kendo sticks around.
What's his face has passed. Slater has passed. And they were like, well, how about Dorff? And they were like, oh, okay.
How about River Phoenix?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah,
so,
fuck.
Yeah. So
Damn it. whole cast keeps dying.
I like seeing early Reese Witherspoon. I thought that was cool. The story is so fucking weird. I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, this is a comedy, but it goes so fucking dark.
It does.
It's like, and this guy's mentality of just like, I don't give a fuck, so fucking what? You know, I'm just going to drink, and I'm just moseying on and shit. It was like, dude, you have some trauma you need to fucking work through. Like, this is fucking crazy. Your mentality is bad.
But I think that was the point of the movie with his character, because I think he soon figured out that the more outrageous he was as a person because they were filming them, that his chance of survival was better.
So
because
he thinks that his chance of survival in the real world is better the more outrageous he acts?
Well, I mean, I think that was just a byproduct of like him being hostage, but in the hostage situation because they were killing off people.
Right.
That really didn't have anything to. They were just kind of like there.
It's just crazy because it's like this, like I said, dark comedy, and then at the end they show you like the whole part where his friend dies. Joe Dice, isn't that his name?
Joe something, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Joe Dice.
Joe Dirt.
I think it's Joe Dice because I think that's the Joker.
Joe Dice. Yeah.
That's the Joker's name, or something.
That was
like
Joe Chill.
Oh, Chill. Well, whatever. That was close.
1% of your fucking book, so you can't read one thing about Batman.
I know everything about Batman. Sorry,
except Joe Chill.
Except
this really big plot point.
He's like Joe Cool. That's Snoopy. Sorry.
Anyways, it just goes so dark and it's so weird, and I'm like, you're like, should I be rooting for these guys? And then the end happens, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, I get the news cycle, and it's kind of like, it kind of puts its stamp on like today's society where it's like news happens and then goes away just as fast as it happens.
Yeah, but see, nowadays, and this is what we were talking about before we did this, is that they can't make this type of movie today because the news cycle's so quick. Like I said,
but I feel like
a bridge went down in Baltimore, and a week later, we don't give a fuck.
Right.
We're talking WrestleMania and earthquakes.
But I feel
guess
like
what? The eclipse is coming. God forbid.
Dude, people at work won't shut the fuck up.
Dude, that's
about
all
that.
they're talking about.
The world's gonna end tomorrow.
I hope so.
I hope so. Please, God, let it fucking.
But you know what I mean? Like this is very out of its time because it almost reminds me of like how the media fixates on something kind of like a Natural Born Killers, where it was like, okay, these are the people we need to focus on. This is everyone wants that hyper violent. All this shit.
Also,
people need something to grasp onto, and this was that thing, and they can't do that.
The most unbelievable part of this movie was the fact that network television aired these tapes. No, they didn't.
No,
they didn't. No one aired the tapes
No, I
because
know.
they would have let them all die and be like, "Oh, sorry."
And I think
it's like, how do you do a hostage situation for 36 days?
Yeah,
that was part of the process. I think is in a roundabout way. I think they were trying to make them like this Bonnie and Clyde character between like
clearly,
those two.
yeah,
but
you
it
don't
just
get a
didn't
lot of her.
really pan out because they were separated for so long.
Yeah.
And all you saw is parts of the tapes, and then they didn't even get back together until almost towards the end of the movie.
And which is weird to me because what's his name in the movie? They only say it 104
Spab.
140 billion fucking times.
Spab.
But
want a Spab burger? Yeah. It's for 39 cents.
36 cents.
36 cents. Excuse me.
Same
Sorry,
amount of days.
I fucked up the plot point.
But at the end, it just doesn't. I know he's into Reese Witherspoon. Like, he kind of spends all his time not looking for her, but like
it's trauma love.
Yeah,
but it just doesn't fit him as a character. I'm like, oh, now they're gonna get married. Like, you're not gonna marry
we
her.
spent 36 days together.
Also,
clearly, she's my love.
It's fucked her up enough that she ended up going for fucking Mark Wahlberg, and then he just fucked her up.
Fear.
Oh, I almost watched that like a couple weeks ago.
I've
saw.
Never seen it. I guess I should watch that.
Really?
Never seen Fear. Yeah, sorry. I know all about it, but I've never seen it. I probably won't like it as much as Metal Lords, but you know. But yeah, I thought it, like you said, it was super 90s. There were a lot of like over the shoulder, like super close up shots, and I was like, that's 90s. This reminds me of Clerks. This dialogue is like from Clerks, or some sort of 90 film, and I'm just like, oh, this reminds me of this. Oh, somebody had to have watched this movie. This movie has to be an influence on a bunch of stuff. But
I don't think this movie influenced anybody.
It influenced Heather. She's gonna be so mad.
It's part of that. So in the 90s, obviously we had video stores.
Oh yeah.
And this was one of those movies that was kind of like the SLC Punk type thing.
I love SLC.
They were there. They were on the shelf, and they got
twice.
rented by
weirdos,
like 20-year-olds, because that was kind of the demographic. you weren't getting the, I mean, you weren't out there. You had 9,000 copies of The Great Outdoors, and then there might have been 3 copies of S.F.W.
This is a movie that was recommended to you by someone who had picked it up by accident and watched it. The same with like
it was like, oh, you got to see this movie.
Boondock Saints.
Yes.
Equilibrium. Those are the movies that no one heard of, but you heard it from somebody. And they're like, oh, go see this. It's better than The Matrix. Or go watch this. This is really cool. And then you watched it. Or there was another one called Barfly. Or Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. These are like underground cult hits. This movie doesn't feel like that to me. Like I feel like they tried to do that sort of feel. Or because, I mean, it's literally all... It's the soundtrack's Soundgarden. It's all fucking Seattle grunge, which is a band you just barely found out from your dad.
He's very underrated vocalist.
Yeah. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like it was trying to be something, but I don't know.
It's B tier in the video category.
Yeah.
Like it's very B tier. Like if you were going in, like I said, you're going into a video shop, you have the upper tiers, you have the new releases, you have all this stuff. You go into like the weird section that is kind of
this never hit the new release wall.
Yeah,
this got folded into the middle category.
Did they put it in the comedy section? Did they put it in like the thriller section? I don't know, but you stumbled across it because it's got kind of a cool '90s cover.
It's edgy.
Yeah. You pick it up because it's got Steven Dorff, it's got Reese Witherspoon, and you're like, okay, I'm going to give this one a try.
This is a Christian Slater,
yeah,
but he looks like him.
But it's completely B. It's just B level.
I just don't know how you pitch this movie to somebody. These kids get kidnapped. Okay,
by terrorists.
By terrorists.
By white terrorists.
Split Image.
In milkman outfits.
Split Image is their name.
That's so stupid.
And they're
SPLIT.
Yeah, and then they get released. Well, they fight their way free, and now this guy has to deal with it, but. He's a rebel, and it's like, what?
The second he said "so fucking what," I was like, "Oh, that's the title." Oh, that hurts me. That hurts me so much that's what they went with. So mad.
It's like one of our titles,
right? We should really think of something like that. That's the title of the show today.
So
about Aaron being mad.
I'm sure he'll think of something. But yeah, I mean, it's. I like Tobey Maguire. I thought Tobey Maguire was hilarious.
It's fun when he just shows up and shit.
Stones Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, they're like talking about how's Joe. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He's like that fake crying and shit.
That's what when you said Stone, that's what I watched. Yeah, I watched Pineapple Express because I bought that stupid shake and I was like, well, fuck, I'll watch the movie. I was like,
and you were like, oh, this is subpar.
It really was. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is not as fun.
No. When you're kid,
I'd rather watch Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, me too. It's a great movie.
It's
almost like Snack Shack.
That's what I hear.
Snack Shack a little bitter.
Snacky.
Gets the edge. Anyways, so that's my feelings on it. What about you guys? I mean, big old song.
Like you hate everything he likes. What do you?
Yeah, I think I've like pretty much made it clear. Like I said, it's very B level, kind of right in the middle of like the movie pantheon. See what I did there?
You used one of my words.
Stole his word.
Right?
I'd never heard of it until we came here.
Fucking scream at me. Like
pantheon's
I said,
an okay word. I guess.
I saw this a long time ago. It's so memorable that I was like, kind of like, what the hell was it about again? Because
right.
But I know I'd seen it. For me, it's probably a 2.5. It's very 90s. It's a time capsule movie. If you want to know what the 90s were like, you can watch this movie and be like, that's pretty close. I mean, there's just some movies that they bleed like the era that the movie was made in.
Singles.
This one's right kind of in that category, but doesn't quite hit the status of Singles.
I can't believe they didn't promote Jake Busey in this movie to fucking Sergeant or something. I actually liked him in this, and I liked
Casper
his
Van
name.
Dien.
Dude, this is such a. I don't even want to say like a Tarantino ripoff because that's not the right word. But it's
a lot
like
of influence.
Yeah, there's a
how
lot of influence
because
his name is like Morrow, and I'm like, that's right there, but it's not there. And I was a little surprised when he was telling the story about the girl, and she's like, I'm pregnant, and then oh no, she used the money to go buy alcohol, and I was like, oh okay, well no big deal. You guys are just drunk losers together.
Yeah, pretty much.
That kind of, I don't know. I liked him in the movie. I thought he was funny because he like beats the shit out of that guy, and he's like, "Hey, hold this gun for me." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what it was like in the '90s when I was 10."
It's one of those ones where it's like it's fun to watch because you see all these people that you know now that are looking younger. And these are people I knew, but like it's just fun to go back and watch those kinds of things.
Now Steven Dorff's just a bad guy and everything.
Man, I am remembering everything I just fucking watched. I watched
Blade.
He's doing me now.
I just forgot now.
Couldn't have been that good.
It's a movie. Road Trip. I just watched Road Trip the other day because you said, "Oh my God, Road Trip's 20 years old. I might as well just put a gun in my mouth or something like that." And I'm sitting there going, "God, that movie has aged." Like they're like popping in VHS tapes and all this shit, and I'm sitting there going, "God, 20 years, really?"
I like it when he eats the French toast.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's fucking good. This is a movie that I feel like is. I can't think that it would be made today because it just wouldn't fit in how quick things move. I found myself a little bored. Like I was kind of bored in the movie, and it sucks because like I like the cast. I understand the message that they're going through and stuff like that. But it's an hour and a half, and I was just losing focus on it to the point that I actually had to rewatch some of it yesterday just to make sure I remembered things to talk about because I was just not super into it. It bums me out.
I really liked what's her face in this film, Joey Lauren Adams.
Yeah,
dude, she was awesome.
She
was hot
her
as
era.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, no, that was yeah. Her
you
time.
know, dude, I would have fuck Reese Witherspoon. I would have just stayed and married her because she was just like, plow me, splab.
Splab.
Dude, I don't know. She was awesome in it. I liked her a lot. So I know it's her era, and she's in all those like Clerks and stuff like that. I imagine Kevin Smith watched this. It was like, Jason.
Ask him in 2 weeks.
I think this was.
Did you ever watch S.F.W?
I think these are part of the underground, like list groups of movies that all these people watched.
So
I need to figure out who the director was. Like I didn't.
His
look
name
that
is like.
shit up. Like, has he done anything
Adam,
else?
No, like Adam Levy or something like that.
Adam Levine.
Good musical career, not a great movie maker.
Has gone on to do absolutely nothing.
I think he's a judge at some game show now or something.
Who?
Adam Levine.
Oh, yeah.
God, I've never seen anybody lose focus on the exact conversation that they're having. The second you're not
looking up the fucking director.
My God, it's like talking to a goldfish.
Where? Oh, his name's Jeffrey Levy. Jeffrey Levy, and he's known for
his name is Eugene Levy.
S.F.W. The Key, something called Invincible. It looks terrible. Oh, he directed the first Ghoulies.
Oh, never mind. I'm all in. I like that dude. I love Ghoulies. So stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, for me, it's I would say 2.5. It's serviceable. I get the message. I understand. It wasn't. It's not going to be a repeat. Like, I can go back to 90s movies, 80s movies, and watch these things over and over and over. I'll never watch this again.
Oh, damn.
It's kind of like
there's just
because
no reason.
It's your movie, Heather.
No, it just there's no reason.
It's like the
your
80s.
movie.
The 80s preyed on like Russia, Cold War type stuff. 90s were like terrorism.
Dang, he's throwing all that electronic stuff.
Someone's going through the table.
Cody Rhodes is gonna.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it a little bit higher. 3. I'd watch it again. I like these movies. These are my comfort films, man. It's it's too dark, a little too dark. The kidnapping stuff is super weird, but overall, like dialogue and the music alone is worth it. But
Soundgarden.
Yeah.
You and your dad sharing a beer in the truck.
Fuck up.
Listen to Soundgarden.
Who doesn't like Spoon Man?
He's like, hey son, you ever heard these guys? I'm gonna introduce you to them.
I'm gonna introduce you to Soundgarden. I'm sorry you're 35 and you've never listened to music till now. But,
fuck you guys. Anyways, yeah, he went through the fucking table.
You know who my dad got me into? 30 Seconds to Mars.
Come break. Anyways, Scott.
2.5. He already said it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm not the one paying attention.
I know, you're goldfish.
I mean, WrestleMania's on.
Yeah.
So we're all kind of rubbernecking over here watching WrestleMania.
I'm telling you, there's going to be a fucking just a giant ton of Samoans are going to come out here and beat on Cody Rhodes in a minute. I just know that's going to happen.
Want to know what's funny is I know we're going to Tucson to see Kevin Smith, but I also bought a ticket for my birthday night to go see him.
Did you?
At 9:50, yeah. Yeah, because the last time I saw him...
Jordan, you want to go? Sure, man.
Oh, do you want to go? You can still buy tickets. They're still available.
Oh, yeah, they're not like seating. It's like just a fucking comedy club. Okay.
Yeah, so... anyways, all right. So, Jordan, you put up a poll on our Instagram
I did.
that I voted on. What have
watching
you...
the movie that Aaron voted on.
No,
No,
I don't
we're
think
not.
I don't think that won.
No,
it did not.
So
I left Tom's movies out only because we watched one of his movies, just to be fair. So I'd put up stuff from Beth and a couple other listeners.
Hi, Beth.
And what ended up winning
Make
was
fun
the
of me about baseball some more.
1980 Western Romance. This movie's clocking in at 2 minutes and 12 seconds. I've never seen this.
2 minutes and 12 seconds.
2 hours and 12 seconds. I am fucking.
excited.
Maybe I'm glad we're not going to the movie. I'm
so
fucking tired.
excited.
Right.
This is a movie I've never seen. It has been discussed a little bit on the show. I know Scott has seen it. I think you have seen it too. We're going to watch Urban Cowboy.
Hey, Bud. How you doing?
Fine.
Anything I can do for you?
Well, not yet. You real cowboy? Well, it depends on what you think a real cowboy is.
You're a real cowboy, ain't you?
Get him, Bud! Come on, you kid. Bud! Good eye.
I'll put it down, baby,
Not complaining against you. Just certain things a man wants from his wife, like to be here when he gets home, and to cook a meal once in a while, and clean up, make good love to him. Look, I know that's good, okay? But that ain't enough.
Darling, stand by me.
So when you gonna take me home?
Whenever you get ready.
I'm ready right now. Come on.
I gotta tell my girlfriends I'm going. Got myself a cowboy. See y'all later.
Who you?
Who's that?
My wife.
Should ever crumble and fall, and the mountains should fall
To cowboy.
to the sea.
And all that that implies.
John Travolta, Urban Cowboy.
I have seen it, yeah. That's okay.
It's one of my favorite movies.
I've never seen it.
Oh, I fucking love it.
I know the person who ended up putting it in the poll knew that I had never seen it. She has come and messaged us before and said, "You got to watch it."
Who was it?
I forget.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'll find the screen name. I don't know.
Okay. Is it
but
Beth?
no,
Oh, okay.
Beth picked Miller's Crossing, and it did not get picked. So, because I've never seen Miller's Crossing, at some point we will cover that.
Yeah, I
because
have it on 4K.
It's pretty good. Yeah, of course you do. Yeah, so we're gonna watch Urban Cowboy. I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna compare it to 8 Seconds the entire time just for fun.
Oh, it's so much
and
better.
then if Scott likes it, I'm gonna shit on it, and then Aaron's gonna yell at me anyway. So it's gonna be fun.
I liked it.
But it'll be fun.
There's a McDonald's. There's a part. Can we go eat McDonald's? Every night with McDonald's and eat pizza.
That's funny because that's funny. My favorite part of 8 Seconds was, "Hey, how's your Whata chicken?" Because they're at Whataburger. I'm like, "Okay, great. We're gonna do this."
Hey, maybe when I go back to Dallas, I'll eat at the Whataburger.
Eat the Whataburger in the airport?
Give a review for the YouTube
Please
show.
do. That'd be great.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We got to get out of here.
Oh,
so you
more
guys
Samoans.
so you guys can watch WrestleMania.
We're gonna finish up the WrestleMania.
All right. So, Urban Cowboy, go to our Instas and our YouTubes.
And then after that, snack show.
Oh yeah, after that snack show, which
got
I
some
have
stuff.
found some stuff. Yep. So
I've got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's
I
gonna be
have
great.
my next movie in the holster.
Me too.
So, all right. As always, I'm Aaron.
I'm Jordan.
And Scott.
Fuck you, Scott. Big gulps, huh? Cool. But